results will be remembered for a lifetime. The Gators will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Auburn's offense, as they take control of the football first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Both of these teams right on the fringe of the top 25. This is the type of game that can help you earn some respect.
Absolutely. I mean, both these teams sitting right outside the top 25 have a great opportunity to get a good quality win and start to build momentum early in this season and see what kind of squad you're going to have, Palmer.
Both of these teams just want respect. They've worked so hard all offseason, all season up to this point to try to get that number beside their name. And this is the game. If you win it, you're going to get it. Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big third down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for you.
He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Running inside. It's Cobb. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Auburn lines up quickly.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
On the move, he fires. Got a man. It's Singleton. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Buys a little time. Oh, he's got some space. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Trying to bull his way in. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Florida's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. There's Tramell Jones Jr., a freshman out of the state of Florida. He's coming off a tough day in which he threw a couple of interceptions and only 1 touchdown pass. Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to Ball. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
You know, these little 1 to 2, 3-yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match, and those gains become 10, 12, 15-yarders as the game goes on, and they wear this defense down.
He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly, great job seeing what that defense was doing and getting rid of the football.
Virtually unblocked and he stopped for a loss of 8. And the Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Jones to throw. Release to the back. Fires and picked off. Got some room to run. At the 30. At the 20. And with the pick 6. Touchdown Tigers.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. He'll run it again. There's some room. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Here's a get the ball. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Gators have their offense in high gear. The option, he'll keep it. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The Gators back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll run it. It's ball. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing the 3rd down and goal.
Finds a soft spot. Touchdown Gators! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into 2. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
On the move and looking deep. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Brown wants to pass. Throwing right. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the big fella. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Auburn sends out the punting unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. So now it's second and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Jones wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff for Ball. There's a crease. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Gators have a lot of options on second and inches. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilson. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Gators go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Calls his own number. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quarterback moving. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take it.
There he goes. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go for it.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Tiger. This crowd.
Oh, my God.
Absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Well, they worked the play action, and he had his guy outside one-on-one on the go route, and there was no question who's going to be getting the football on this one. Phenomenal job stacking the defender on the route. He gets in behind him, able to make the catch way down the field, and then run it in for the touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, here on the Florida sideline, there is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult, already creating several turnovers early in this game. The defense is feeding off it, the crowd is feeding off it, and they've got their backs against the wall in a hostile environment. They've got to clean it up here to keep alive in this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
He's got it again. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Jones to throw. That's caught. It's Singleton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Gators can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Gators, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. He'll take a shot. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Florida!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4. And the Tigers in the hurry up.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good...
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Takes it the other way. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Jones wants to throw it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Find space on the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Run in the red zone. It's Pryor. Auburn calls its 2nd of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gators!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. He wastes no time and comes out throwing.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Makes the grab. It's Johnson. Now the Tigers will use their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Brown will throw it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And the missed connection on third down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. One more snap coming before halftime. On the option, the pitch. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Ben, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We start with a look in on BYU, taking on the number 14 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions.
Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Abrams. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
The Gators head coach told me coming out of the locker room, he is pleased with how his young wide receiver is handling all of the attention and all of the noise. As we told you before the game, this was going to be an emotional homecoming playing against his former team. But he has shown composure and made some big plays down the field. We'll see if he can keep that going here in the second half. Reese?
Appreciate that, Holly. Jones to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And here's the third interception of the night. Quick step and go. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Jaden Ball. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Here's a give the ball. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Gators are flying down the field. Handoff ball running left. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. Talk about a breakdown in coverage. That might be the easiest catch he'll have all day.
It doesn't get much easier than that, except the hardest part about this is the walk to the sidelines, because then you have to justify what happened, and your defensive coach is going to be just a smidge upset that you left that guy wide open in the end zone for the big play.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. The run inside. It's Cobb. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Auburn lines up quickly.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Tight end now in motion. Brown wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete to the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all...
Nice move. Create some space. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Keeps it on 1st down. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
From the gun on 3rd down. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. It's good. The lead now trimmed to 28-24.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Makes the grab over the middle. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down.
You can come sit right here with me. You can call my plays. You can call my plays for me.
But not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Jones wants to throw it. Fires quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Running inside. It's Pryor. Makes it past the marker. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. 1st down, 10 yards to go. On the draw, it's Ball. Trucks through the defender.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Play is stopped as they check on an injured Gator. That's the big sophomore tight end who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on him. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Snagged in the middle. It's Mays. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner. But right now they want to stop on third down. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going to the run, it's Ball. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Keeps it on the option. Nice move to keep running. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Jones to throw. Fires to the tight end. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll give it to Ball. Touchdown Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Slams ahead for a yard, out to the 33. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Keeps it himself. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. Here's a give to Ball. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Here's Jaden one more time. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He'll take a deep shot here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. No Good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Brown will throw it. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He'll work his way down to the 28. Auburn going to work with another first down.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Right back to the well. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. First and goal, and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Makes the grab. Could not make his way to the corner.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. The officials have stopped the clock as there is an injured Auburn Tiger on the field. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he got it! And they've made it a 1-possession game here in the 4th quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field. And this guy, you know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows he's got 97 yards rushing here in the 4th quarter. You know he is.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Fight, maybe a crease. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Breaks into the open. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Gators will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Run in the red zone. It's ball. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Auburn calls it 2nd of 3 timeouts. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Motion from the wide receiver. Jones wants to throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
Rush is on him. Touchdown, Florida. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executing in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
So here comes the Auburn offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting set.
Makes the grab and room to run. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. The Tigers are back on top.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. They still need a touchdown and 2-point conversion to tie, and they'll go for the onside kick here in the 4th. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The run inside. It's Montgomery. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down. Timeout called by the defense just shy of the 2-minute mark. 2:02 remaining here. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Pryor. And he's only able to pick up about a yard before he's stopped on the play. And that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Handoff for Ball. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the 1st down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
Ball again. He gets just a few links away from that 1st down marker as they almost convert on 3rd down there.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting run on that one. They were all back in coverage expecting pass, and here's the running back. He breaks through the line of scrimmage, and they just didn't rally fast enough to the football, and they make the tackle short of the 1st down marker. There's a good chance they're going to be staying on the field here on 4th down.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Brown wants to pass. Get it out on the screen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps.
That is a Herculean effort. He caught the ball in the middle of the field and somehow was able to use his speed and his vision and awareness and still get out of bounds to stop the clock.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. In the air, and he's got it for the touchdown, and now they're a two-point conversion away from locking it up.
They got a chance to tie this thing.
Well, it's a great job getting the touchdown. Obviously, now you've got to go for two. You got to dial up your best two-point play to try to tie this thing with only seconds to go.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. He's looking to throw. He makes the grab for the two-point conversion, and in the final moments, we are tied. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. His drive will open from the 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play, 1st and 10 from their own 49. He's looking deep. Upstairs, he's got it. Touchdown, Gators! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. The Gators answer right back.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Brown will throw it. He wants a big play here late. Leaping grab for a big gain. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line. And they spike it to stop the clock.
QB strikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play. Brings up.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you...
Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and the final drive comes up empty, and the ball game is over. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it for us here. For David